वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तम् गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। अपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणम् श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। यत्कृपालेशमात्रेण पुमान् पूर्णः प्रजायते तं वन्दे ब्रह्मविद्धुर्यं सद्गुरुं चन्द्रशेखरम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारम् प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सूत्रार्थो वर्ण्यते यत्र
सूत्रार्थो वर्ण्यते यत्र
वाक्यैः सूत्रानुकारिभिः
सूत्रानुकारिभिः
स्वपदानि च वर्ण्यन्ते
स्वपदानि
स्वपदानि च वर्ण्यन्ते
भाष्यं भाष्यविदो विदुः।
भाष्यं
भाष्यं भाष्यविदो विदुः।
ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि
ॐ
ॐ
आप्यायन्तु
आप्यायन्तु
ममाङ्गानि
ममाङ्गानि
वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि
वाक् प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो
वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो
बलमिन्द्रियाणि च
बलमिन्द्रियाणि च
सर्वाणि
सर्वाणि
सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम्
सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम्
ब्रह्मोपनिषदम्
माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम्
माहं ब्रह्म
माहं ब्रह्म
निराकुर्याम्
निराकुर्याम्
मा मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्
मा
मा
ब्रह्म
ब्रह्म
निराकरोत्
निराकरोत्
अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु
अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे
अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे
अस्तु
अस्तु
तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तो
तदात्मनि
आत्मनि निरतेय
निरतेय
उपनिषत्सु
धर्मास्ते
धर्मे
मयि
मयि
सन्तु
सन्तु
ते मयि सन्तो
ते मयि
ते मयि
सन्तु
सन्तु
ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
ॐ
ॐ
शान्ति
शान्तिः
शान्ति
शान्तिः
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 द्वितीयः अध्यायः प्रथमोऽध्यायः समाप्तः now the second chapter and there is an avatarnika we will read Prathamadhyaya we saw where Acharya Upadesha Shrotrasya Shrotram Manaso Manoyat Anyadeva Viditat Tato Aviditadadi iti Shravana Rupa Shravanatmakaः प्रथमः अध्यायः now द्वितीय अध्यायः is मननात्मकः so therefore here little thinking chintanam will be there analyzing so let us read the Sambandha Bhashya Avataranика introduction एवं
एवं
हेयोपादेय विपरीतः
हेयोपादेय विपरीतः
त्वम् आत्मा ब्रह्म इति
मात्मा
त्वम्
ब्रह्म
आत्मा
इति
ब्रह्म इति
प्रत्यायितः शिष्यः
प्रत्यायितः
प्रत्यायितः
शिष्यः
शिष्यः
अहमेव ब्रह्म इति
अहमेव ब्रह्म
अहमेव
इति
ब्रह्म इति
सुष्ठुवेद
सुष्ठुवेद
सुवेद
अहम् इति मा गृह्णीयात्
अहम् इति मा
अहम् इति मा
गृह्णीयात्
गृह्णीयात्
सुष्ठुवेद अहम् इति मा गृह्णीयात्
सुष्ठुवेद अहम्
सुष्ठुवेद
इति
अहम्
मा
इति मा
गृह्णीयात्
गृह्णीयात्
इति आशयात्
इति
इति
आशयात्
आशयात्
आह आचार्यः
आह
आह
आचार्यः
आचार्यः
शिष्यबुद्धिविचालनार्थम्
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 यदि इत्यादि
यदि
यदि
इत्यादि
इत्यादि
we saw in the last class few lines I think we have seen Ayopadeya these words we are familiar Aya Upadeya Aya Upadeya Viparitaha therefore it is not Heya opposite Viparitaha Aheya similarly Upadeya Viparitaha na Upadeya Anupadeya that is the interpretation given for Anyadeva Viditadato Aviditadadi Viditam Aviditam in other words it is neither a Karanam not a Karya Karyam Dukha Bakatvat Karyam is Jagat is rejected this therefore Dukhatmakatva Brahma is not the Karyam cannot reject it And Brahma is not the Karanam also, therefore, na anupadayam. Therefore, neither you can reject nor you can accept. It is free from heyatvam and upadeyatvam. The meaning of the word viditam, aviditam, what we saw in the first chapter, for which the Bhashyakara gave the meaning. Heya upadeya. Heya means that ha dhatu, giving up, dropping. Upadeya, accepting. Viparitaha. So Brahma is not something which you can drop it or you can accept it as karya or karana. That's the meaning. Can you say Brahma is a karanam? Can you say Brahma is a karya? Cannot say. If Brahma is a karya, then Brahma undergo changes. Brahma cannot be the karanam. If Brahma is the karanam, the karanam has to undergo change to become the karya. Or what is the karanam of Brahma? The question comes. So Brahma is neither you can reject it nor you can accept it. Eya upadeya. Vidita tanyat, avidita tanyat. Yes. Brahma is viditam. No, you cannot say viditam. Aviditam, that also you cannot say. Viditam va, aviditam va. The same thing here. Nato heyaha, nato heyam bhavati Brahma, nato upadeyam bhavati. So therefore, viparitaha. Heya upadeya viparitaha. The meaning of the heya upadeya, what already we have seen. Last class also we discussed. So heya upadeya viparitaha Brahma tvam atma iti. You are that. It is the meaning of you. It is the meaning. You cannot accept you with upadhi. At the same time, you cannot reject yourself. So you are not the karya, you are not this upadhi. Aham atma, atma is not the karya. It's not a karanam also. Not akaryatvat. Aheyam, akaranatvat, anupadeyam. Simple. Tat brahma tvam atma iti pratyayitaha. Pratyayitaha is bodhayitaha. Kaha bodhayitaha shishyaha. The student was made to have this pratyaya, cognition, understanding. Pratyayitaha, pratyaya means cognition, understanding. That's why we say bodhayitaha, taught. By teaching, you bring that cognition in the mind of the student. Therefore, the student who is made to have the cognition, the understanding. Tam atma brahma iti. Kena acharyana. Then shishyaha. Shishyaha ahameva brahma iti. Aham sushti veda. Ahameva brahma iti. Ahameva brahma iti. Shishya will understand, I am Brahma. I know very well. Aham sushtu veda iti ma grinniyat. Let us see. Ahameva Brahma iti. Aham Brahma sushtu veda iti ma grinniyat. I know Brahma very well. I am Brahma, I know Brahma very well. Iti ma grinniyat. Let the student not understand this in this way, in this manner. Iti ashaya, with this asha, this intention, out of this intention. Acharyaha किं कृतवान् शिष्य बुद्धि विचालनार्थम यत् यत् is the mantra यत् इत्यादि the mantra starts शिष्य बुद्धि विचालनार्थम आचार्यः आह मा गृह्णात् इति आशयात् शिष्य बुद्धि विचालनार्थम आह विचारणम is to shake vichalanam or vicharanam what's the meaning and find out whether Shishya has understood or not. Make the Shishya think about this. That is the So, so the Shishya not understand in this manner. That is, Brahma is not a Vishaya. It's not a Vishaya. Sushtu Veda. Aham Brahma Asmi only. Cannot say Aham Brahma Janami. Aham Vishnum Janami. Aham Shivam Janami. They are Upadi. Upadi. They are Upasya Devata. Upadi Sagita Brahma. That is Upasya Devata. That is available for objectification. For your objectification. Anything, any Padartha. Brahma is not a Padartha. It is you. Therefore, Aham Janami iti na vaktum shakiti. That is Sushtu. When Sushtu the word is said, then it's a problem. I know it very well. How not know it very well means how? Know it as an object. Brahma is not an object. You cannot objectify it. Avishayi Karanam, Brahma. Because it is Vijñatuhu Swarupam. Therefore, Ma Griniyat, Evam Ma Griniyat. Let the Shishya may not understand in this way. Therefore, in order to make him clearly grasp the meaning of Brahma, Acharya deliberately shakes his understanding. That is the meaning. Shishya Buddhi Vichalanartham. Chalanartham causative. Chala Chalanartham. For the purpose of shaking, causing to move. Vichala. Causing to move means shaking. Shaking the understanding of Buddhi, cognition of the student. Acharya aha itityadi. So, therefore, because any knowledge involves the object of knowledge. Here also Brahma Vidya Jnanam is there. Therefore, the knower, the Shishya, the Vijnata. So, the student may think, Aham Pramata, the knower, Aham Brahma. It means the Pramata, the Brahma with the Upadi. The Brahma with the Upadi is me. Therefore, he says, I know it very well. The knower is objectified. There's a possibility. There's a possibility that a person can, a student can think in this way. You are that Brahma means, you are that Brahma, therefore the listener who becomes the Vijnata, the Pramata, the knower, I know Brahma. I know Brahma, you will touch the heart and say, I know Brahma. I know Brahma means Upadi comes. Brahma is not the heart. Cannot touch the heart, say Aham Brahma. Aham Brahma, you are touching the heart only. There is a part of the Sharira, Upadi only. Upadi is Sahitam Brahma. Upadi Sahitam Brahma, fine, but Brahma is not with Upadi. It is Nirgunam Brahma. If it is Nirgunam Brahma, then it has to be you alone. So, therefore, let the student not understand wrongly. Incorrect understanding is ignorance, either perpetuating ignorance or making it still worse. So, therefore, Shishya Buddhi Vichalanam is required, avashyakam. Why should the teacher do like this? Purvapakshi raises the objection. So let us continue. Akshepaha. Nano
Nanu
Ishta eva suveda aham iti
Ishta eva Svedam Ahamiti
nischita pratipattihi.
Nishchita Pratipattihi.
We saw this also. Pratipatti is understanding. Pratipurvaka patadatu tin pratyaya, Srilinga. Pratipattihi, understanding. And that it is nischita, well clear, doubt-free, well ascertained, understanding. That is Ishta eva. I know it very well. Suveda, Sushtu Veda, Vididatu. Vididatu it can take lit lakara pratyaya in let sense, let lakara sense, present tense. That vididhatu has this option. Vetti vita vedanti is just tiptas G. The same vididhatu, it can take lit pratyaya, nallatus us talatus ta nal pama, and it can mean present tense. Therefore, aham suveda, veda vedatuhu viduhu Uttam Purusha, Pratham Purusha. Uttam Purusha also same null, therefore Veda. Aham Veda, I know. Katam, Sushtu means very well. Aham Sushtu Veda iti, that is Ishta eva, Nishita Pratipattihi, that is desired alone. See, any knowledge, I know it very well when we say, why should you object? You should appreciate. It is desired only, it is desirable, that the understanding is and the understanding is it is well ascertained understanding. It is to say I know it very well. It is good understanding. The person understood thoroughly. No, here and well ascertained. I know very well when we say I know very well as an object, as a vishaya. That is why the problem is. Aham suveda iti. When the person says because there is a fear or there is an apprehension on the part of the teacher that the student may think or we consider the Brahma as an object. Therefore, he says very well, I know it very well. So that is why this Shishya Buddhi Vichalanartham Acharya the gives Upadesha. Further, the Upanishad continues. So Purva Pakshi says, the Chitamati Pratipatti, no, Brahma is not an object. If the students says, I know it very well that thinking Brahma as an object, then it is not Nishchita Pratipatti. Brahma is not an object. It is the Vijñātuhu, Jnatuhu Swarupam. So it is not a Vishaya. You say it is not a Vishaya. Therefore, there is an apprehension. The student may consider it as an object, Vishaya. So therefore only the Acharya wants to shake the understanding of the student. Then Vashikara here gives Samadhanam. Satyam
Satyam.
Ishta Nischita Pratipattihi
Ishta Nishchita
निश्चित
Pratipattihi.
प्रतिपत्तिः
Nahi Suveda Agam Iti.
Nahi
न हि सुवेद
Suvedahamiti.
अहम् इति
Satyam. Ishta Bhavati. Ishta. What is Ishta? Ishdatu. Ishu is desired. Ishu Gami. That Ishu Dhatu. Ichayam. That Dhatu Ishta. Ishta is Tapratya. It is desired. What? Nishita Pratipattihi is desired. True. That is Satyam. Fine. That is Satyam. But Suvedam Ahamiti Na Nishchita Pratipattihi Bhavati. But to say, I know it very well. That type of understanding is not Ishta. Nishchita Pratipattihi with regard to any Vishaya, yes, Ishta eva, it is desirable. But with regard to Brahma, to say that Aham Sveda, Sushtu Veda Aham, iti Nishita Pratipattihi is not desirable. With regard to Brahma, such Pratipatti is not desirable. Why? Bhashakara himself says, Yadhi Vedyam Vastu
Yadhi Vedyam Vastu
Vishayi Bhavati
Shayi Bhavati.
विषयी भवति
Tat Sushtu Veditum Shakyam.
Tat
तत्
Shushtu
सुषु
Veditum
वेदितं
Shakyam.
शक्यम्
When someone says, I know Brahma very well, Does it mean that Brahma is known like any other object? The person may not know Brahma really. And he says, I know it very Brahma. At the same time, you cannot dismiss the person also. He may know it also, but there is an apprehension. Therefore, when a person says, no, I know it very well, therefore Bhashikara here creates he establishes the doubt here. The person, when he says no, well, probably the person knows it or understood the Brahma as an object. Yati, because why this doubt is there, and Bhashikara says, because yat he vedyam vastu which is vedyam vastu, the object, knowable object, vedyam vastu, vishaye bhavati. Vastu which is known, which is vedyam vastu, vedyam yat prataya, vedyam yat yadi, vedyam vastu vishaye bhavati. Vishaye bhavati is vishayi karanam, objectified. So when the vastu which is known, the vastu is known. When it is known? When it is objectified. When it is objectified, it is known. Therefore, sushtu veda, sushtu, very well, veditum shakyam. It is possible to know sushtu veditum shakyam very well. When the vastu, vedyam vastu, vishaye bhavati. Vedyam vastu vishaye bhavati. Vedya vastu. That is the it has to become an object for you to. The vastu has to become an object for you to know it, you to recognize it. Tad vastu, sushtu veditam shakyam. It is possible to know that. So, vedyam vastu vishayi bhavati tat sushtu veditum shakyam. Veditum shakyam. It is possible to know thoroughly. Thoroughly what? The vastu, vedyam vastu. It is vishayi bhavati, therefore it is possible to know thoroughly. Any object you take, say whatever object you want to know, you objectify it, therefore it is possible to know it very well. Because you objectify it. It's available as the object that creates a vritti. Therefore, you know it. The vritti corresponds to the object. When the pramana is operated, pratyaksha the pramana. The vritti corresponds to the knowable object. That is what objectification is created. Vishayi karanam. Vishayi bhavati, the form of the vritti. In the antakarnam, there is vritti, there is a pratyaya corresponding to the object which is to be known. Therefore, it is possible to know veditam shakyam, that vastu, that object. Therefore, that object becomes an object of your direct experience. Therefore, you know it very well. So, when the object is objectified, then it becomes the object of your direct experience. Therefore, you say, I know it very well. Sushtu veditam. Then only you can say sushtu veditam shakyam. It is possible to know very well because it is an object. Therefore, there is the possibility, sushtu veditam shakyam, it is possible to know. When it is objectified, it becomes an object of your experience. Then only you can say sushtu veditam shakyam. This is with regard to any object, any vastu which are known to the pratyaksha, the pramana. The object which is to be known creates the corresponding vritti. That's called vishayi karanam, vishayi bhavati vitti, and therefore we say that object. Whatever object can create a corresponding pratyaya in your mind, then that object is possible to know. For you, you can know it because it creates a corresponding vritti in the buddhi. Object vritti. A rose is the vedyam vastu, that is to be known, the noble object, rose. Vishayi bhavati, there is corresponding pratyaya in the buddhi. When the pramana chakshurindriya is operated, there is rose vritti. Therefore, it is possible to know sushtu veditam shakyam, that object, that vastu, rose. Vedyam vastu Vishay bhavati. Therefore, sushtu veditum shakyam. A statement, gender statement. Suveda aham iti. The nishita pratipattihi is with regard to the objects which can be objectified. And there is, since there is possibility to know by objectification, therefore, with regard to them, you can say aham sushtu veda iti, you can say. That's what Bhashakara says. That is, that pratipatti is ishta pratipatti. That understanding, well ascertained understanding is desired alone, not with regard to Brahma, because there is a possibility that person may take that to be an object. That apprehension is there. So now, having said this, Bhashakara gives an example. Tagyam iva
दाह्यम् इव
dagdhum agnehe
दग्धुम्
दग्धुम्
अग्नेः
अग्नेः
dagduhu
दग्धुः
दग्धुः
natu agnehe swarupam eva.
न तु
न
अग्नेः
तु अग्नेः
स्वरूपमेव
स्वरूपम् एव
Dagyam iva dagdhum. Same, you understand the drishtanta. Dashtanta, if you understand, you can understand drishtanta. Dagyam, takana yogyam, dagdatu, kritya pratyaya, aloho nyat, dagyam, that which can be burnt. Dagana yogya. Dagana yogyam is dagyam. So, what are the dagyam? The wood or any fuel, anything. Flammable, inflammable. Dagyam. Dagyam iva agnehe dagdum dagduhu. Always dagdag is there. Dagyam dagdum shakyam. We have to connect like that. Dagyam dagdum iva. Yata veditum shakyam. Vedyam vastu veditum shakyam. Drishtanta. Similarly, dagyam dagdum shakyam. It is possible to burn dagdum, to burn what? Dagyam, which are dagana yogya. A wood can be burnt because it is dagya. It is possible. Dagdum yogyam wood, not only wood, any flammable, inflammable. Inflammable, of course, flammable, it will catch fire immediately. An inflammable object. So dagyam dagdum yogyam. Agnehe dagduhu. Agnehe dagduhu. Agnehe dagduhu means agnehe. Agnehe, agnehe shashti, agnehe. Agnehe dagduhu. Dagduhu, dagduhu is like a pituhu. Dagdha, dagdr. Agni is the agent of burning. Dagdha, dagdharo, dagdhara, dagduhu, of the fire, which is the burning agent. So, agnehe dagduhu, dagyam, dagdum, yogyam. The sentence. Agnehe shashti. Dagdu also same. Agnehe shashti, agni pradipadikam. Dagduhu like pituhu, not pituhu, kartuhu, because it is agent noun based. Dagda, dag plus trich pratyaya. Become dagdr, dagdha, dagdharo, dagdharaha. So Agni is a dagda, is a burner, is a burning agent. So Agnehe dagduhu. The Agni, which is the burning agent, for the Agni it is possible, shakyam, dagyam dagdum, to burn the dagyam, the dagana yogya vastum. So for the Agni it is possible to burn the objects which are dagyam, which are dagana yogyam. So Agni can burn which are burnable. That's the meaning. Natu Agnege Swarupameva, but Agnehe dagduhu, Agnehe swarupam dagdum na shakyam. Agni cannot burn its swarupa. Agni has a capacity of burning the objects which are possible to burn. But can it burn itself? Agnehe swarupameva dagdum na shakyam. Dagyam dagdum shakyam agnehe natu agnehe swarupam eva dagdum shakyam. Understand? So this is a drishtanta. Drishtanta itself is difficult. Better dashtanta is simple. So that is Agni can burn the objects which are possible to burn, which are Dahana Yogya, but Agni cannot burn itself. Agnege Swarupam na means you have to connect na dagyam shakyam. The shakyartha is there in the yat pratyaya. The shakyartha. Yat pratyaya, we have got shakyartha also. Dagyam shakyam. Dagdum dagyam shakyam agnege. Dagduhu. Natu agnege swarupam dagyam shakyam. It cannot burn its swarupa. What is the swarupa of fire? Agni. Swarupa of Agni is Agni. How Agni can burn itself? Agni can burn objects. It means Agni can objectify other. That's what Vishayikaranam. Agni can burn all objects, all the objects which are possible to burn. All objects. In fact, Agni can burn almost all the objects. They are the objects of Agni. But can it burn itself? Can its Swarupa itself become the object of Agni to burn? Self-burning, not possible. Not so. Similarly, only Vedyam Vastu. Similarly, only here for Vedyam, that is the Vedyam Vastu, Vishi Bhavati. Similarly, as in the Drishtanta, similarly for the knower, that is Vedituhu, Vedyam, that which is to be known, Veditum Shakyam Eva. Similarly for the knower, it is not said, you can supply, it's given, in fact, the next line. Similarly, Vedituhu, Yata Dagduhu Agnehe. Similarly, Vedituhu, Veditum Vedyam. Dagyam Vedyam. Vedituhu Veditum Vedyam. That is for the Vedita, for the knower, the objects are knowable. But Natu Vedituhu Swarupam Eva, but the knower cannot know himself. That is the Dashtanta. Drishtanta is Dagyameva Dagdum Agnehe Dagduhu Natu Agnehe Swarupameva Tadvat. Now, from this Dashtanta you can understand that Drishtanta ne Drashtanta is presented here. So Vedituhu Yata Agnehe Vedituhu Veditru Vedita Vedituhu Veditum Vedyam. Vedyam is that which is objectifiable, like Dagyam, that which is burnable, that which is Vedyam, objectifiable, knowable, that is the meaning. And that is Veditum Shakyam for the Vedita Vedituhu. So Vedituhu, Vedyam Shakyam, Natu Vedituhu Swarupam. It is not possible for the knower to know himself, not possible. So Agni, which is capable of burning, it is possible for Agni to burn. Agni can burn Dagyam, the object to be burned, but Agni cannot burn itself. Similarly, the knower also can know the objects which are objectifiable. Vedyam Vastu Vedituhu Vedyam Vastu Vedituhu Vedituhu Vedyam Bhavati. Natu Vedituhu Swarupam Vedituhu Vedyam Bhavati. Like the Agni which cannot burn itself. Therefore, the Vedita, the Vedituhu, he cannot know himself. He cannot objectify himself. That is the Darshtanta. Okay, so so therefore, Drishtanta, as the Drishtanta, why the Drishtanta? To understand the Darshtanta. The idea is the Vedituhu Swarupam cannot be objectified. When the when the object is objectified and creates antakarana vritti, corresponding vritti, Vishaya Bhavati, then with regard to them only we say, I can say, Aham Sushtu Veda, Veditum Shakyam. But how can a Vedita can know himself? Veditugu Swarupam Katam Veditum Bhavati Avedyatvat. It is not a Vedya Vishaya. Gatadivat. A Vedita, a knower can know Gata because it is an object available for Vishikaran. Veditum Shakyam. Katam Veditugu Swarupam Veditum Shakyam Na Shakyam iti. I think it's a beautiful way. The Bhashyam is a little difficult. You need to understand clearly. The words are like that. Now the next line. Sarvasya hi
सर्वस्य हि
सर्वस्य हि
Vedituhu Svatma Brahma iti
वेदितुः स्वात्मा ब्रह्म इति
वेदान्तानां
Sarva Vedantanam Sunishchitaha Artaha
सर्ववेदान्तानां निश्चितः अर्थः
Sarvasya hi Vedituhu Svatma Brahma iti Sarva Vedantanam Sunishchitaha Artaha. He is because Vedituhu Sva Atma Brahma. Vedituhu Shashti for the knower of the knower. Brahma is Atma. Vedituhu Atma Brahma. The Swarupa of the Vedita is Brahma. Sarvasya. Sarvasya Vedituhu. Sarvasya Vedituhu. For all the Vedita of every knower, all knower. The Swarupa of the knower is Atma. It is Sarva Vedantanam, Vedanta Vakyanam, Sunishchitaha Artaha. It is Sushtu Nishchitaha, well ascertained, the conclusion of all the Vedanta Vakyas. It is means Brahma is the Swarupa of every knower. Brahma is the Swarupa of every knower. When Brahma is the Swarupa of every knower, how can the knower know Brahma directly? That is by objectification. If the Shishya says he has objectified Brahma, it means he doesn't understand what Brahma is, because Brahma is not available for object. Since Brahma is the essence of Sarvasya Vedituhu Swarupam Brahma Swatma Brahma Bhavati iti Vedantanam Sunishchitaha Ataha. Therefore, how can the Vedita know Brahma? How can the Vedita can do the Vishayikaranam of Brahma? It is not possible. Therefore, only Brahma is not available for any experience, any direct experience. Direct or indirect experience. Because it is Vedituhu Swarupam. Swarupatva, it cannot be experienced. It is you. It is the very subject itself. Subject without any object. Vishayikaranam is not possible. We say That's why we say aparoksha. Aparoksha anubhuti, aparoksha jnanam. Aparoksha. Aparoksha is paroksha. Paroksha subject to that which is paraha, akshnaha paraha is subject to verification. You can verify it, though it is paraha akshaha, though it is remote. You can verify it. Brahma is, it is nitya aparoksha. It is self-evident. Though the word paroksha, direct experience, is translated as direct experience. Paroksha anubhuti, aparoksha anubhuti. What direct experience? That experience without any object. Generally, when we say, when we use the word experience, it implies some object. Object could be a situation or it could be anything. An object is there. Grammatical karma, an object is there. When we say experience, experience means experience is there, experiencer, experienced, experiencer, then experienced. What is experience? The object is there. So, and the experience, anubhava. The Tripati, three Vedas are there. But the experience where there is no object of experience, there is no experienced, only the experiencer. Only the experiencer is there, then the experience also, when we use the word experience, what sort of experience is this? It has to be that you alone. So you are that. So you are that without any object. That experience, whatever you can call by the word experience, anubhuti, anubhava. That is anubhava. I am there in the presence of which me alone everything is known. And what is required for me to know myself? No, not anything, because I'm self-evident. That is what aparoksha anubhuti, aparoksha is. The translation is sometimes misleading. Aparoksha, direct experience. Therefore, Brahma has to be directly experienced. Atma anubhava. I experienced Atma. What time? Morning 6 o'clock. It is not an event. That is why I say Master. It is moksha is that moksha or Atma is not something which you experience at a particular time. It is ever experienced, but never an object of experience. It is the swarupa of the very subject. Aparoksha jnanam. That is why when it is revealed, Shastra when it is taught, it is aparoksha jnanam. It is not first you learn the theoretical aspect and then practical. There is no theory, there is no practice. It is you. It is known. As we saw in Panchadashi. Bhanam. Bhane api abhanam. Because I don't know, therefore, there is some vagueness with that, or there is some misunderstanding. My understanding is mixed with of myself is mixed with this upadhi dharma, sharira abhimana. Therefore, there is confusion. Therefore, there is yeah, a sort of an objectification of myself. You cannot when you say I objectify myself, you can objectify only your upadhi. It means you have abhimana with the upadhi, therefore you can objectify. You can say self-objectification. But self as such cannot be objectified. What I mean by self is minus upadhi, nirgunam. That cannot be objectified. And we say aproksha anubhuti, direct experience. How can it be? That we can say experience without any experienced, where only experiencer is there. Only experiencer is there, then without experience, what is the experience? So other two things will drop. Anubhava also will drop. Experience also is not there. Then then what type of experience is that? It is Atma Anubhava. That Atma, Aproksha Anubhuti, Atma Anubhava, Brahma Anubhava, whatever you say. The Anubhava which doesn't have any objectless experience. So objectless experience means it is pure knowledge. It is pure knowledge. It is jnanam. So Brahma is jnana swarupa. You are that jnana swarupa. The light of consciousness. Jyotisham jyotihi tadeva brahmatvam viddhi. Nedam veridam upasate. Iti Vedantanam sarva Vedantanam sunishtitaha arthaha iti. So Brahma is never subject to any objectification. It is anybody claiming it objectified, it means Saha Sushtu Veda. When he says he doesn't know, Agam Sushtu Veda, when a person says he doesn't know, that is why shaking. Shishya Buddhi Vicharanartham eva, because it is possible. All these are possibilities, highly possible. Therefore, only Acharya, the teacher, it does deliberately by Sthani Nikanan Nyaya, shaking the understanding of the student. Okay, the next line. Ihacha
इह च
Tadeva Pratipaditam
तदेव
तदेव
प्रतिपादितं
प्रतिपादितम्
Prashna Prativachana Uktya
प्रश्न
प्रश्नप्रतिवचनया
प्रतिवचन उक्त्या
Shrotrasya Shrotram Ityadhyaya
श्रोत्रस्य श्रोत्रम्
श्रोत्रस्य श्रोत्रम्
इत्याद्यया
इत्याद्यया
Sarva Vedantanam Sunishchitaha Artaha. This is the vision of the entire Vedanta. Only one vision, only one Vishaya, one vision. Aham Atma Brahma iti. That is not an object available for objectification. All Vedantas have this Ekavakyata. What is the Ekavakyata? Swatma Atma Brahma iti. And Ihacha, therefore, in this Upanishad also, that is Bhashyakara says, Sarva Vedantanam Sunishitaha Artaha Vedituhu Atma Brahma iti Tadeva Iha Atra api Putra Asmin Asyam Upanishadi api Ihacha, in this Upanishad also, Kena Upanishadi also. Tadeva Pratipaditam. That alone is Pratipadita. What Pratipadita? Sarva Vedantanam Yaha Artaha Sunishchitaha Bhavati Saha. Tadeva Atra Pratipaditam. Katam Sambhada Rupena Shishya Guru Sambhada Guru Shishya Sambhada Rupena Prashna Prativachana Uktya. The form of a question and answer dialogue. Question was asked by the student and the teacher asked. Therefore, Prashna Prativachana Uktya Shrotrasya Shrotram iti ityadya. Shrotrasya Shrotram ityadya. By the Shrotrasya Shrotram ityadya Prashna Prativachana Uktya Pratipaditam Bhavati. The Upadesha starts with Shrotrasya Shrotram Yeneshitam Padati Preshitam Manaha Kaudeva Yonakti iti Shishya. What the answer is Shrotrasya Shrotram Manaso iti Adya. The answer to the question began with Shrotrasya Shrotram iti Adya. Adya is beginning. Begin. The beginning. Adya is the starting. Upadesha starts with Shrotrasya Shrotram iti. That is Prativachanam. Acharyasya Prativachanam. Shishyasya Prashnasya Prativachanam. Therefore, Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi, Tat Brahma, Vedituhu Atma, Tadeva Pratipaditam, Vedituhu Atma, Brahma Pratipad. That alone is Shotrasya Shotramiti, Adya Pratipaditam, revealed. Prativachana Rupena, Acharyasya Prativachana Rupena, Shishyasya Prashnasya, Prativachana Rupena. Yat Vachanabhyuditam iti cha.
यत्
यत्
वाचामभ्युदितं
वाचानभ्युदितम् इति च
विशेषतः अवधारितम्
विशेषतः
विशेषतः
अवधारितं
अवधारितम् ascertained, emphasized. Yat vachana abhyuditam, not objectified by vak, not prakashitam, aprakashitam, but in the presence of which vak is abhyudyate. The organ of speech is active in the presence of which, but the organ of speech cannot touch it, cannot objectify. Yato vacho nivartante iti visheshatah avadharitam visheshatah. It was well visheshatah or particularly it was ascertained, avadharitam, emphasized by the Shastram. You cannot objectify by words. Okay, by words, what about the eyes? What about the ears? By none of these organs. By none of the organs, you cannot do it. Vak means vak will have corresponding vritti. It is not just a vak. All the indriyas, sense organs, and vak, etc. It deals with the object. And the person who operates sense organs really doesn't deal with the object directly. The organs deal with the object and creates a corresponding vritti with whatever vritti is formed. With that only the person reacts. In fact, that's what we say. The person, he reacts to himself, doesn't react really to the people in front or the situation. He reacts to his own thoughts. That's why we say everyone lives in their own world. Because suppose there is a conversation, the other person, the Madhyama Purusha, says something. The listener understands the way he understands. But that is not the second person has told. What the second person told must be different, but what the listener heard is different or interpreted is different. Therefore, he react to its own understanding, but not to really what the person has said. This is with regard to every perception. Every perception is like that. Therefore, we live in our own world. Really, we cannot understand a vastu as it is. The vastu, an object, when it is objectified by the antakaranam, it creates a vritti, and the vritti, and through vritti only we know it. Therefore, vritti is the interface between the object and you. But the interface, it cannot exactly reflect or reveal the vastu, the object. It can be colored by your antakaranam itself. So therefore, it is highly difficult. That is why we say to be objective is highly difficult. To be objective to the situation, to the person is highly difficult. When you see the person whom you have seen yesterday, and they have different experience. When you see the person, you will bring those experience, bitter or good, whatever it is. Based on that, you deal with the person. You don't deal with the person who is now fresh standing in front of you. Your mind is colored by your previous experience. Therefore, whatever he says, if the previous experience is good, whatever he says, it will be pleasant. Otherwise, it will hurt you. So it's all our inner reaction, our reaction to our thoughts only, the interface. So therefore, that is so, all the sense organs, they objectify the objects, the padartha, the vishayas. Therefore, you cannot directly know it. You know only through the vritti. So, vachana abhita, when we say, same thing for all the indriyas. What is the question? What about with regard to the ears or eyes or other organs? Every organs operates with the interface. So, therefore, you cannot know the vastu as it is. Therefore, and also, they all operate in the presence of which, how can this know it? Not possible. Vachana abhyuditam, yena vag abhyudyate, manasana manute. Same, all this can be extended to other antakaranam as well as indriyani. Iti visheshatah avadharitam. What it is, Brahma is not available as an object. Iti visheshatah avadharitam bhavati. Kutra asyam Upanishadi, Kena Upanishadi, Purvam, Pratama Adhyaye. Next line. Brahmavid Sampradaya Nischayas Nischayas Choktaha.
ब्रह्मवित्
ब्रह्मवित्
सम्प्रदाय
सम्प्रदाय
निश्चयश्चोक्तः
निश्चयश्चोक्तः
अन्यदेव तद्विदिता ततो विदिता ददि इति.
अन्यदेव तद्विदिता तथो अविदिता दति इति।
इति.
This phrase you try to practice and say it fluently. Anyadeva tadvidita dato avidita dadi is a nice one. Vidita tanyat, avidita tanyat. Aheya anupadeya. Anupadeya. Anupadeyam brahma iti. So Brahmavid sampradayasya sampradaya nischayaha nischayas-choktaha. Sampradaya, Brahmavid sampradaya. Sampradaya is samyak prakarshena diyate iti. Prapurvaka dhatu. Diyate iti. Katam prakarshena, that is samyak. Samyak prakarshena diyate iti sampradaya. What is upadesha? This teaching. The form of Guru Shishya Sampradaya, the lineage. So that is Sampradaya. Sampradaya is lineage, Guru Shishya is the lineage. Not the Guru Shishya, the lineage. The teaching which is handed over the form of the Guru Shishya. The teaching is without the teaching, only Guru Shishya Sampradaya. Then what sort of Sampradaya is that? That's why Brahmavit, the teaching, the knower of Brahmavit, Brahma Janati. Therefore, that's Sampradaya. Those who know Brahma, they alone can teach. But they know Brahma not an object. They know Brahma what it is. They are Shrotriyam Brahmanishta. And therefore, Sampradaya Prakashana Diyate, without any distortion, the teaching is given and it is taught. How it is taught? It is Prakarshana. Somewhere we saw that one adjective, one upasarga, for Upadesha, that the Prabodha, Bodha pra, that is taught to the disciple and we make sure that the person understands it correctly. So that is how the Sampradaya is. It is not just a teaching and confirming, making sure the student understand that. There is no distorted understanding. So some Brahmaveda Sampradaya Nishchayaha. Nishchayaha means conclusion. Cha Uktaha. Brahmavit Sampradayasya Nishchayaha, the conclusion of the Sampradaya of the knowers of the Brahma, it is Uktaha. Anyadeva tadvidita tato tavidita dadi iti Uktaha. Brahma is different from the known and different from the unknown. Brahma it is, then Brahma is it not there? No. It is known at the same time not known. It is not available as a knowable object. Natu Vedyam Vastu. It is not available as an object, knowable object. Because it is Atma, it is you, Brahma, iti. And this Sampradaya or Parampara we say. Parampara. Param Anyam Piparti iti. Parampara. Piparti is handing over. The teaching is handed over down the Sampradaya, Piparti. By that, the teaching is also preserved. The Sampradaya is preserved. Piparti, Anyam, iti Parampara. So Sampradaya, Parampara, same thing. What Parampara? Parampara is this teaching. Brahmavid Parampara, Sampradaya. So Paramparaya, down the line, the form of the Guru and Shishya. Brahma Devanam Pratama Sambhavu, that is Parampara. So Paramparaya Prapta Vidya, Sampradaya. So Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradayena Nishchayaha, that the conclusion, the conclusion of the Brahma Sampradaya is Uktaha, that Brahma is not available as an object. It is not a noble object. It is Vidita Tanyata, Avidita Tanyata iti. iti. Then next line we will see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Hare Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadah.
धन्यवादः गुरुजी।
धन्यवादः जी।
धन्यवादः शरण्जी।